Hello, my name is Christopher, and this is my little short film for Anywhere But Westminster.
I'm riding Deliveroo during the coronavirus in Cardiff, and this is what social distance looks like for Deliveroo riders.
We've got all this food going out. They are working tirelessly to make sure that people that are vulnerable have got food.
Yeah, I think we can make a nice opening sort of montage of stuff that's come into us.
That's good.
We need some voiceover from you.
Well, it needs to say, look, it's weird, time seems to move fast and yet really slowly in the midst of this, doesn't it? So the collapse seems like 100 years ago, but each day crawls past.
That's true.
We've received loads and loads of brilliant footage from Anywhere But Westminster viewers. It's all fascinating, compelling stuff about the state of the country and what issues people are faced with. Please keep it coming.
Stay alive, stay alive. Now I finished.
Somebody buying, for some reason, 3 packs of butter. I don't know why they did that, even though the store was virtually empty. She still bought 3 packs of butter. I have no idea why.
And I've been drawing some spots outside my block to show people what 2 metres is.
You all go home, please. It's not a holiday. It's a lockdown.
The idea was that you could stand in the spots and have a chat outdoors at the safe recommended distance.
Here is a picture of a beach which I normally go to normally chill out.
And to cheer us up, the 2 children have been sending us a song every day. You're not supposed to join in.
This crisis has changed pretty much everything. It's definitely changed work. Some people are working from home, like me. Other people suddenly aren't working at all. There's a lot of people who are still working, often in dangerous and difficult conditions. Not necessarily the people we did that brilliant clap for the other night, but there are people out there doing their jobs, holding society together. Work, in general, is in crisis. And that's what this film's about.
So this is a bit of a day in the life of myself. Brought the little one on the front to mess around on her electric scooter. We should have got her a manual one now, but hey ho. This is my boy Kai. He's currently listening to a David Williams book. You're bored and fed up?
I'm not fed up.
Well, this is me on the way to work. I've not been there for a week. I work at East Midlands Airport. I dispatch aircraft for a living. I live in a small housing estate in an old coal mining town. I'm contracted to 30 hours. That's been reduced by 50%. Come next month, God knows what's going to happen, mate. I've got 2 young children. We're probably looking at £700 coming into the family.
For a month. Will include, presumably, your housing costs and all your bills and all that, right?
Everything. Wow. This is normally teeming with passengers. Just empty. A bit like a ghost town.
Are you entitled to any of the government support that Rishi Sunak keeps talking about?
Yeah, good question. I'm not 100% because one of the clauses of the furlong process was that your hours haven't already been reduced. I'm a union rep at work as well. I can honestly say that I've been doing 16, 18 hours a day, constant on my phone to members scared, people wanting answers. There's a group of reps up and down the country. Listen, these reps are doing an absolutely amazing job. So it's now 2 a.m. Temperature's proper dropped. I don't know what I expected really. There's absolutely no one. The cargo's still going strong. Been dealing with that all night. So yeah, home.
So yeah, Monday morning, just heading off. Customised the bike so I can keep all the COVID specimens kind of away and not in my bag on my back. Kind of got the anxiety of leaving the house. I'm sure I'll shake that off soon once I start riding. My name is Alex Marshall. I am a medical courier. I work for a company called TDL. We're seeing more and more COVID-19 specimens coming in at the moment. No one is about. Can't afford to stay home, so got to keep working through it. How are you feeling at the moment?
I feel very anxious at the moment, anxious on 2 fronts. Obviously primarily my health, but secondly financially.
Is it worth it or?
feel proud doing the job I'm doing. I feel that as a key worker, I'm an integral part of the chain at the moment. We have a severe lack of protective equipment at the moment. I feel that I am being exposed to the risk of COVID at the moment, but I've got to get up each day, come in and earn money.
It's a bizarre kind of time to be considered integral, but still to have so little rights, so little securities.
We first met Alex last year at the HQ of his small trade union, the Independent Workers' Union of Great Britain.
A core of people who are all bang on strike.
Now, the IWGB is starting legal action against the government, saying that its financial help for workers leaves people in the gig economy unprotected. The union is also demanding better financial and physical protection from TDL for its couriers.
You know, we're finding the government, you know, moving heaven and earth for so many people, yet so many key workers are being left under the same conditions they've always been under. And even during a pandemic, they're still suffering the same things. However, they're given this gloss of, oh, you're so important. You know, if we're so important, we should be given, you know, basic things like sick pay, full pay when we're, you know, having to self-isolate. You know, we should be given a guaranteed wage when we're getting out on the street to deliver things to people. You know, we should be given regular testing.
TDL insisted that all their couriers have been offered full employment contracts, including sick pay rights, and said it was inconceivable they would deliberately expose any of their workforce to undue risk. They said their couriers have been provided with hand sanitisers and protective gloves, but masks are not required for the activities they carry out.
We're currently handling a large number of calls, and the line is still busy. Have you considered going online at www.gov.uk/universal credit?
Oh, it's been a nightmare. I've had to ring every day for like 8 days.
We're experiencing significantly higher call volumes than usual.
To basically like apply for universal credit.
I'm not entitled to any of the help that Boris Johnson and the government have offered people, so hi-ho, it's off to work I go. I've wiped my delivery bag down as best as I can with anti-back wipes, and I'm ready.
We're currently experiencing high call volumes. You may prefer to call back later.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm 24 and I'm a delivery driver for a company called Stewart in Teesside, Stockton. We've seen our work directly affected by coronavirus due to the fact that work has just dried up completely. A lot of the restaurants that we actually deliver for are now closing or are already closed.
My business is a street food / catering business. Everything just started cancelling around me. Every market got cancelled, and then that's when it kind of hit me. I was like, shit, this is it. I can't really pay for my rent.
Suddenly people are starting to recognise us, and I am appreciating that, and I do think that's vital, and I do think that we should all get a pay rise.
Do you get an hourly rate?
Yeah.
I don't know whether you can tell me what it is.
For a senior role, I get £8.50 an hour.
Oh.
Our employers have told us to apply for universal credit. A few of our riders have tried, but they're number 42,000 in a queue of people trying to get document identification.
The number you have dialed cannot accept this call. Please hang up and try again later.
I work at McDonald's. I'm customer lead. Stores have closed due to the coronavirus. We've all had to go home and stay at home. Received an email to say that we are going to get paid for 2 weeks, but there's no confirmation about what's going to happen after that. How we're going to get paid, how often we're going to get paid, if we're going to get paid the 80%. Or I get £9.45 an hour as it is, so it's literally not enough to live on day to day anyway. Like I live to paycheck to paycheck. I get paid every 2 weeks, and I could use my money in a week and have to live off like £40 for the next week.
For you personally, just give me a sense of what that 20% drop is likely to mean, sort of week to week, day to day.
Me and my son not being able to eat, not having gas and electric, or picking between gas and electric. But I've still got to have to warm the house because my son's got asthma, and his trigger is the cold air. So I have to make sure the house is warm for him. Britain's best loved family restaurant company is their motto. So be Britain's best loved family restaurant company and look after the families you employ. If they don't give us 100%, the only way it's going to get better is if we all get together and fight for it.
McDonald's have just sent me an email that essentially says that all their restaurants are franchises, and so it's up to them whether they do anything on top of the 80% of people's wages that the government scheme provides for. Mel is in the Bakers Union, and they're sort of trying to get as many people on board as they can to push for that additional help.
So many people that we've met or heard from here are doing that right now, aren't they? They're either in a union or they're trying to form one.
There's an odd sort of tension in this moment, which is that, you know, we're all hunkered down in our houses and avoiding other people as we walk down the street. You know, there's lots of very individualising aspects to what's happening, but at the same time you do get the sense that in all sorts of different ways people are banding together, and one of the oldest, you know, most tried and tested ways people have got to band together is trade unions, right? I mean, that goes back to 200 years ago or thereabouts, and suddenly in the midst of this moment, these institutions we were told were hopelessly old-fashioned and all that, the sort of worth and value of those things to people is being revealed yet again.
Right, I woke up this morning, I helped to run a branch of the GMB Union, and we've been getting together and we managed to come up with our kind of own hardship fund. Right, well, I've got some checks for some of the GMB members that are suffering massive hardship at the minute. Pembo, what are you saying? How do you think things are looking?
It's upsetting. Every day I wake up, everything that's going off. Where do I stand? What do I do? Like, where am I going to get money from?
How are you coping in yourself? Like, obviously,
stressed.
Yeah,
stressed. Totally
You've got your nan to look after. I mean, is that taking its toll on you?
It is stressful. Like I say, she got dementia, so obviously I'm having to cope with that 24 hours a day now. So no one can go out. So I'm having to do all the things from grandma as well now. So it's upsetting. My head's basically a shed. I don't know where my head is. I mean, there's no work for me, and take its toll on my grandma as well. I'm upset. I really am. I'm devastated. Totally.
All right. Much love, brother.
No,
Take care, yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Well, got to say that was emotional. He's in bits, bless him. I've just come home. My Ruby's done a stay safe picture for the window. Stay safe, everybody.
The piece of music you've heard running through this film is Bells by the Manchester-based musician Phil France from his album Circle. Even prior to the coronavirus happening, the country was in a sort of strange state. It has been for about 3 years. Am I wrong to sort of hear some of that in it as well?
I can't really do anything about the melancholy, John. It just kind of comes out. But what I try to do with the melancholy is not stay there, you know, try and offer something that gives people or gives the listener a bit of hope as well. So, you know, I'm really into music that does that, and I hope that mine kind of acknowledges that maybe things aren't great, but there's no reason to be totally down about it. We can still kind of be strong, be hopeful, and yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying that they're enjoying listening to my music at the moment, and I'm delighted about that.
Keep sending us your videos, keep sending us new music. This series continues.